This presentation is about Socrative, which is a student response system that students can access through laptops or smart devices. So what is Socrative? Socrative lets teachers engage and assess their students with educational activities on tablets, laptops, and smartphones. Through the use of real-time questioning, instant result aggregation, and visualization, teachers can gauge the whole class's current level of understanding. Socrative saves teachers time so the class can further collaborate, discuss, extend, and grow as a community of learners. Socrative can be found online at socrative.com, or you can download the Socrative apps onto your smart device. Once you've downloaded the Socrative Teacher app, go ahead and click on Get a Free Account and fill out the information. You're going to want to go in and change your room number to something that's a little bit easier for students to remember. To do this, go to Menu, My Profile, and scroll down until you see Room Name. Right now your room name is probably a series of letters and numbers, but you can change that until you find one that's a little bit more appropriate. This is the Socrative dashboard. As we go through this presentation, I'll be showing you what these 4 different options look like and how to set each one of them up. So let's take a look at how to create a quiz. From the dashboard, click on Manage Quizzes. Then click on Create a Quiz. Let's name our quiz and begin by selecting the type of question you want to add. You can continue through this following the prompts to add your questions. When you're ready to run a quiz, go back to your dashboard and click on Start a Quiz. Select the quiz you want to run and decide if you'd like it to be student-paced or teacher-paced. The difference here is student-paced, they can kind of do it on their own. They can click through the questions at their own pace. You can decide if they get feedback immediately or not. Whereas teacher-paced, you send them the questions one at a time. I prefer to do teacher-paced, so I'm going to select on that one. Once your quiz is running, you're going to have students log in on their devices to Socrative Student with your room number. Once you have students logged in and taking your quiz, you can monitor their progress down here. As you can see, I have 3 of 4 students have answered this question, and if I click on How Do We Do, I can see how they answered. When I'm ready, I can click Next and send students the next question. And again, I can monitor their progress as we go. When I'm done, I'm going to click the Finish button. We'll talk about these different reports a little bit later. Let's take a look at reports now. To get to reports, I'm going to click on Manage Quizzes and then Reports. Select the activity you want to report for, and then you have a couple different options. You can have the report emailed to you, you can download it in an Excel spreadsheet, or you can view the chart. Let's take a look at the chart first. So as you can see, it gives you each student that took the quiz, their score. Another way students can take your quiz is using Space Race. This is a little bit more fun. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Space Race. I'm going to select my quiz. Let's use this one. And you can have up to 15 teams. So it is limited to 15 different people or teams that can do this at one time. And I always click Auto Assign and start the activity. Now as students answer questions correctly, their little spaceships will move across the board. Another option on your dashboard is the quick question. This is an easy way for students to respond to a question that you verbally ask them in class using their devices. Let's take a look. You can send them or ask them a multiple choice, true, false, or a short answer question. And then as students respond on their devices, you'll see it increase in percentage on your screen. So you can see here that I have 67% of students answered B to my verbal question. The last option on your dashboard is the exit ticket. With the exit ticket, students will be asked questions at the end of a lesson. So I'm going to show you the student side. Students will be asked how did they understand today's material, what they learned, where they can type in an answer there, and then they can answer a question that you ask them verbally. As students respond to the exit tickets, teachers can see what their answers are. As you can see, the student responses are down here. You can go back to the results table to look at question 3 and click on the arrows to see the full responses. Let's take a look at what students see when they go to Socrative. Students can get to Socrative by downloading the Socrative student app to their device or by just using the Student Socrative website. They're going to put in the room number for your classroom. So if you remember, my room number was Fuller, AMERHIST. And you'll give your students whatever you've set up your room number to be. Your room number will never change. It's the same room number for every quiz. Students will be asked to enter their name. And then they'll start to get the quiz questions. Depending on how you set up your quiz to run, they'll get feedback or they won't. It depends on how you set it up. Apparently the student is not doing very well.